Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have got a catch-up video today from the Locked Library. So I've been waiting for ages. I didn't think they were going to do this book. It is their, I want to say April book, I think it was. Yeah, so this was their April book. It was the one that I saw that I absolutely fell in love with and knew that I needed. And was super excited when I saw them putting their previous books up on the store. I can't get into it. It's just stunning, and loads of people were obsessed with this book. They saw it, they fell in love. It sold out within hours of them putting it on their TikTok store, and I managed to snag one. If I'd been like half an hour late, I would have missed it and I would have been devastated. So let's have a look. I can't wait to show you guys because it's so pretty. It is the book that wouldn't burn by Mark Lawrence. It's covered in tissue paper dust. So this is the front that we have. It's a book that wouldn't burn. And look at these edges. This is what made me fall in love. I knew I needed it just for them alone. Look at that, like, beautiful bookshelf, sprayed edges. It is a lot bigger than I thought it was, and on the back we've got all books, no matter their binding, will fall to dust. The stories they carry may last longer, they might outlive the paper, the library, even the language in which they were first written. The greatest story can reach the stars. And it's got little shiny stars on the back, which I love because I love shiny things like the absolute magpie that I am. Oh, it's so dusty. Oh, I've just seen the inners. Okay, so we've got this as our cover. It's just the stars. We've got the greatest stories can reach the stars, which is what we have on the back, and then just a continuation of the bookshelf. If you lay it kind of flat, it like, and look at that. And I feel like the back's going to be the same. Yes, this is, I think, the first one that's actually had proper artwork on the inner cover that I can remember. I would have to look back on that though. We have a book ribbon. So the top end is green, the bottom we got orange, and we got a nice kind of teal ribbon to go with it. Oh, I'm so excited. And then obviously we've got the key for the Locked Library edition. It is just such a beautiful book, and we will get to the author's letter in a minute. So let me just put the outer casing back on. Oh my god, I'm struggling with books these last few videos, like getting this background. So Eva has lived his whole life trapped within a vast library, older than empires and larger than cities. Livira has spent hers in a tiny settlement out on the dust where no one goes and nightmares stalk. The world has never noticed them. That's about to change. If you like dark, you will love Mark Lawrence, and that's like a little thing by Robin Hobb. And then Mark Lawrence was born in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, to British parents, but moved to the UK at the age of 1. He went back to the US after taking a PhD in mathematics at Imperial College to work on a variety of research projects, including the Star Wars missile defense program. Returning to the UK, he has worked mainly on image processing and decision reasoning theory. He says he's never had any ambition to be a writer, so he was very surprised when a half-hearted attempt to find an agent turned into a global publishing deal overnight. His first trilogy, The Broken Empire, has been universally acclaimed as a groundbreaking work of fantasy, and both Emperor of Thorns and Liar's Key have won the Gemmell Legend Award for Best Fantasy Novel. Mark is married with 4 children and lives in Bristol. So, that is a little bit about Mark. I have to say, I've not heard of him. Oh, I've just noticed this bit is shiny. Look at that. Look at that shine. It's so pretty. Lovely. Oh, is there a scarf on my sprayed edges? Oh, there's a little bit of a scarf. Oh wow. It's not too noticeable. I know it's there, but it's not too noticeable. And then inside we have got the bound author's letter. I love that they do this compared to like Fairy Loot that have it on a separate card, because then I have to find somewhere to store said card whilst I'm reading the book, and then remember to tuck it away with the book afterwards. So it's great that the author letters are inbound. And we have Dear Locked Library Reader. The book that wouldn't burn is a book that's been bubbling inside me for a long time. My oldest memories are of libraries. When my English parents brought me to the UK for the first time at the age of 1, my mother's first job was as a librarian. And I still carry the impressions of wandering what seemed huge halls filled with impossibly tall book-laden shelves. I wanted to wrap up every book thing I had in me, from library to bookshop to home shelf, and make it into a story. In the end, it was clear to me that the story had to be inside a library, lost in it, trapped in it, sustained by it. The book that wouldn't burn is about many things: adventure, discovery, romance for starters. But across the trilogy, it becomes obvious that it's also a love letter to books. Ooh, this is going to be a trilogy? Okay. And the places where they live. The focus is on one of the vast and timeless library, and the love expands to encompass smaller, more personal collections. The bookshops are all shades too. It's a novel wrapped around the theme of books and society and how they interact, about access to information, the difference between information and truth, the seduction of convenient lies, and the danger of knowledge not tempered by wisdom. It's also about the almost sacred awe a big library church quiet can inspire, and about the comfortable heaping of paperbacks in a second-hand shop. Also, there's kissing. I really hope you'll enjoy it. Oh, so this is going to be a trilogy. That's interesting. Oh, if Locked Library don't do like the sequels in a similar style that you can buy on their shop, I'm gonna be a bit disappointed, because it's gonna be like such a shame to have such a beautiful edition of a book for the start and then not the same for the rest. We shall see. I'm excited to read this. This was the one that made me discover the Locked Library, and I saw the sprayed edges and I was like, yes, I've got to get in on this. They are stunning editions. I am now caught up. I have all Locked Library books that exist now, and I get the monthly ones, obviously. Super glad I managed to catch this before it completely sold out. I'm sorry that I'm talking about a book that an edition that you now can't buy other than through eBay. But if you are in the UK, because the Locked Library still sadly don't post elsewhere, I was on their Instagram the other day and they had a Q&A, and it doesn't seem like they're actually going to go to other countries because of publishing rights. They are the publishers. So this being published by Harper Voyager, because it's done by Harper Voyager and Magpie Books, this might not actually be published by Harper Voyager in a different country. It might go to a different publishing company, in which case the Locked Library can't step on anyone's toes. It's not like Fairy Loot and Illumicrate where they say, hey, publishers, we want to take this book and do all these fancy things with it, and it's going to be in our monthly book. It's Harper Voyager's books and Magpie's books, so you will only ever get Harper Voyager and Magpie books from the Locked Library. So I think that's why there are no plans to go to other countries. I don't know so I order a lot of things from Japan. I use a shipping company called Tenso, which gives you a Japanese residency address. You send all your parcels there, and then you pay for it to be forwarded on. I don't know if there's something similar in the UK. If you are absolutely obsessed with books and you love them, and you really want to get in on the Locked Library, it might be worth looking up to see if there's any forwarding companies from the UK to other areas. But as it stands at the moment, due to licensing rights and publishers' rights, books that go to Harper Voyager and Magpie in the UK might not necessarily be with Harper Voyager and Magpie in other countries, which is unfortunate. But I guess you can live through my unboxings and see what they're doing. But yeah, I wasn't expecting this to turn up so quickly. I was actually expecting it to be next week whilst I was on holiday, which would have broken my heart knowing that the book is at home and I can't read it. But I can take it away with me now, so yay! Yeah, so if you like this channel, drop a like and subscribe. If not, totally cool. I do monthly books, so I do The Lock Library, Illumicrate and Fairy Loo. I get them each month and do unboxings and post my thoughts on the overall items and the book and the special editions and the customizations. If that sounds like something you're interested in, subscribe. You'll get a notification when I post a video. If not, I'll see you around. Bye.